Hey, what's up, viewers? Patrick from Ball vs. Only back with another YouTube video, and this is episode number 2 of Loving Yourself, week on Ball versus of the day. And today's verse comes out of 1 Samuel 16, verse 7, which says, "But the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him." The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. And that's all for that's what that verse means. And it is time for our church recap. And we are going to stay in 1 Samuel 10. This is verse 6 and 9. And it reads, "The Spirit of the Lord will come powerfully upon you, and you will prophesy with them, and you will be changed into a different person." As Saul turned to leave Samuel, God changed Saul's heart, and all these signs were fulfilled that day. And that is all for the verse portion, and now we get to the next one, which was preached yesterday morning. Rob preached this sermon. Revelation 6, verses 1 through 17. And this is the seals. And here is what it says. It says, "I watched as the Lamb opened the first of the 7 seals. Then I heard one of the 4 living creatures say in a voice like thunder, 'Come.' I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown. And he rode out as a conqueror bent on conquest. When the Lamb opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, 'Come.' Then another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth and to make people kill each other. To him was given a large sword. When the Lamb opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, 'Come.' I looked, and there before me was a black horse. Its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the 4 living creatures saying, 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wages, and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wages, and do not damage the oil and the wine.' When the Lamb opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th living creature say, 'Come.' I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. They were given power over a fourth of the earth to kill by sword, famine, and plague, and by the wild beast of the earth. When he opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain, because of the word of God and the testimony they had maintained. They called out in a loud voice, 'How long, sovereign Lord, holy and true, until you judge the inhabitants of the earth and avenge our blood?' Then each of them was given a white robe, and they were told to wait a little longer until the full number of their fellow servants, their brothers and sisters, were killed just as they had been. I watched as he opened the 6th seal. There was a great earthquake. The sun turned black like sackcloth made of goat hair. The whole moon turned blood red, and the stars in the sky fell to earth as figs dropped from a fig tree when shaken by a strong wind. The heavens receded like a scroll being rolled up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place. Then the kings of the earth, the princes, the generals, the rich, the mighty, and everyone else, both slave and free, hid in caves and among the rocks of the mountains. They called to the mountains and the rocks, 'Fall on us and hit us, from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can withstand it? And that's all for the verse portion. Revelation 6:10 is basically saying, they're saying, how long, O Lord, who is holy and true, until you demonstrate your justice? And the verse to leave you with today, it comes from Song 139, verses 23 through 24, which says, search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. And that's going to do it for the video. Thanks for watching, and until next time you meet again, viewers, in every way, God's way is always the best way.